Remember Zenn? And no, not that Zenn. I'm talking about the human Zenn, the one who beat Peterbot, Clix, and Reet live on stream like it was nothing. He's back doing it again, and this time he's just updated his Fortnite settings for the first time in months, revealing a new sensitivity that somehow made his aim even better. He's also showed his full gaming setup for the first time, including a new monitor with crazy specs, a new mousepad that Peterbot also uses, and a few other things that nobody has ever seen before. But now, let's start off with the biggest change he's made inside of his settings, that new sensitivity. So his X and Y are both now on 4.1%, and his targeting and scope sensitivities are both on 45.3%. His editing and building sensitivities are still on default, and all of these sensors are running on 1600 mouse DPI with 2000 Hz polling rate. So if you yourself want to try out this sense, please do not forget that you need to have the exact DPI as well. As for his movement settings, which are just below if you scroll down, these are actually new too. He's now using the custom diagonals on 60, 71 and 135. He mentioned on stream that he prefers this new movement setup over his older values, which I'll also put on screen as well. Next up, we've got his new graphical settings, starting off with his resolution. Now with him having a new monitor, that bigger 27-inch monitor, he now plays on a native resolution of 1440p. Same with his frame rate limit, this is now on 240, since it matches his max refresh rate of that new monitor, which I'll mention later. As for his performance mode, this is set to DirectX 11 performance mode and not the newer DX12 performance mode. I can only imagine this is because he gets more FPS using that mode over the other one. His brightness is at 100%, his colorblind mode is off, and his view distance is set to near. His textures are surprising, those are actually on medium. Usually pros like to have them on low, but because he has an Nvidia GPU, I can imagine that handles the textures being on medium better than it does on low for his exact PC setup. Oh, and speaking of low, his meshes are on low as well for that extra FPS boost. Another thing to mention, at the bottom he has his Nvidia Reflex low latency setting turned off. Next up, in his game settings, he has disable pre-edits turned off. He has auto confirm edits turned on edit, which helps him speed up his edits. It's a thing that a lot of players do use. At the bottom, he's got all of his energy saving settings disabled to get more FPS. For his sound, he's got his sound quality set to high, and he does also use the visualize audio setting. In his HUD settings, he's got the reticle ammo indicator turned on. His damage numbers are set to cumulative, and his damage number scale is on 90, with his HUD scale being on 71%. By the way, while on the game settings topic, you can check out Zenn's fully updated settings profile over on gamesettings.com, where you can find updates more frequently. I'll have a link in the description below. Next, for Zenn's keybinds, you can see from these keybinds he keeps everything pretty simple. His wall is on Q, his floor is on X, his stairs is on E, his roof is on B, and his edit key is on V. His pickaxe is on 1, then slot 1 is on 2, and this goes all the way along until slot 5 is on left Alt. His use key is on G, and he also has his mouse wheel up bound to it as well for faster pickups. As for his crouch, that's on left shift, his sprint is on mouse button 5, and his inventory is on T. Moving on to Zenn's Windows settings, he didn't show the exact values of what he uses, but he did share that he is on Windows 10 and not Windows 11. So what I'll do now is quickly walk you guys through some of the best settings you should be using. The first one is to press the Windows key and R, then type in System Properties Performance.exe, and this will open up the Visual Effects tab. If you click on Adjust for Best Performance, you'll notice it unchecks all the settings, but what we need to do is tick these 5 essential ones, which I'm doing on screen right now to get the basic functionality from Windows. It's just more stripped down without all the fancy animations and stuff like that. Oh, if you go into gaming too, specifically under the game bar, you want to ensure that that is turned off, as it can give you micro stutters. As well, in the search, if you type in power plan, click edit power plan, then change advanced settings, you'll notice by default it's on a normal power plan. Instead, you want to change that to high performance, which as you can imagine will make it perform at a higher level. After, I recommend disabling unused background applications by heading into your settings, then into apps, and underneath installed apps, you've got all of your different installed apps. And if you want to find out if any of them are running in the background, you literally just click on those three dots on the right hand side, go into advanced options, and under where it says background apps permissions, you can actually click on it and select never if you want to stop it from running in the background. And the last thing I've seen a lot of the pros do is head into their accessibility settings. They then go into visual effects, and under where it says transparency effects, they'll actually disable this setting, which does actually make Windows look a lot cleaner, and it will help with performance. And after that, we've got his Nvidia settings, which Zenn also didn't reveal either, but I'll quickly show you guys some of the best Nvidia settings you should be using right now. First off, make sure you're using the latest drivers, especially if you are on modern PC components, although older machines may benefit from older drives. After, just simply head into the Nvidia control panel, go into manage 3D settings, and you want to copy all of my settings that are set up in this video on screen in the manage 3D section. Then finally go into adjust desktop size and position, select your main gaming monitor, then select full screen and make sure a GPU is selected with the highest refresh rate possible. And finally, we've got his updated gear and his PC specs. For his mouse, he's using the Logitech G Pro Superlight 2, which is known for its very lightweight build and extremely low click latency. A lot of pros tend to stick with this mouse because of its comfortable symmetrical shape that is very accommodating for nearly all hand sizes and grip types. For his keyboard, he's using the SteelSeries Apex Pro 10 keyless Gen 3. It's by far one of the most used keyboards amongst pro players. It's highly known for its adjustable actuation point, where most players, including Zenn himself, usually set this to the lowest one possible or fastest one possible, 0.1 mm. For his gaming monitor, he's using an Asus 240Hz OLED display. This monitor is really good for a few reasons. One, it's 27 inches, so you can see a lot more. Two, it's 1440p, so it's got a higher pixel count than 1080p, so things look a lot more HD. And three, it's also OLED, so it's got a super low response time of like 0.03 ms. When you compare it to other LCD displays, which are also 240Hz, OLED will just win with response time. It's insanely quick, and the motion clarity is insane. For his mousepad, this is new that no one's seen before. He's using the GameSense Radar Benji Fishy edition, which yes, is the exact mousepad Peterbot himself uses, but Peterbot uses the bigger one, like the desk size one, whereas it looks like Zenn is using the smaller large one. As for his headset, he's using the HyperX Cloud Alpha in the wireless edition. From what I've heard, these are pretty good. The build quality is pretty decent. Even if they're literally falling to bits, they still work and still can be used, and Peterbot himself is proof of that. Not only that, they also sound really good for the price too, as we are pretty much a budget headphone. And moving on to his PC specs, he's running an AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D, an RTX 4080 Super, and 32GB of RAM, which all in all is some pretty decent specs to keep Fortnite running smoothly at 240Hz on 1440p. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, drop a subscription for more videos like this, and feel free to check out any of my other videos on screen right now.